Hey, good morning, brothers. It's Mike Tennyson again. I'm a volunteer here at Catholic Men's Ministry, and we're with Tom Mignery this morning, Catholic Men's Ministry Outreach Chairman, and it's another Testimony Tuesday. And Tom, this is a special edition of Testimony Tuesday. This is the conference edition. So we're reaching out to men, and I'll ask you to put a couple hats on this morning. And the first one, let's talk to St. Matthew parishioner Tom Mignery. And about the conference this past weekend. Every guy that I've talked to has gotten something a little bit different out of that 3-hour conference. And it's neat to see what the Spirit has led each of us to. And it's just that piece that we needed. And to be able to bring that out in that conference was just a great time. So, what did you get from the conference? What little nugget did you walk away with?
Well, thanks, Mike. And in fact, I must say, this is about the first time in about 12 years, Mike, that I actually was able to sit in the back and watch the conference and not be worried about, well, we got to get the food here. What a blessing for me. And what I came away with this conference was the realization that this was an exhortation for Tom Mignery. And by that, I mean the following. I took this, our theme was called to be saints. So as I was listening to Chris Stefanik and Father Calloway and our good Bishop Brennan, and Devin Shad, I came away with the following, that it was an exhortation. And if I might, the Holy Spirit is calling me out to identify what occurred last Thursday. And I told the men at St. Matthew's, they asked me to talk a little bit after the conference. And so bear with me. Last Thursday, 2 days before the conference, I signed up to protest at the Planned Parenthood on East Main Street. And it was at 7 o'clock in the morning. And by the way, it was 7 o'clock in the morning on that Thursday. I think it was about 9 or 10 degrees. And so I was cranky. I got up and I said, do I really want to do this? Is this something, gosh, it's nice and snug in bed, and gosh, do I really want to do this? Well, I did. And so I got there, and there were 3 ladies there from St. Matthew's, and it was wonderful. We talked and prayed. And one of the questions that we came about was, what we are doing, does it mean anything? Or are we having an impact? And after about a half hour, toes are getting cold, I'm starting to get a little cranky. I'm getting a little older. But this car came up, and this woman stopped, and she said, hey, I need to speak to you guys. And there's a line of cars behind her, and they're honking at her. And I was like, okay, what's going to happen here? She rolled her window down and said, hey, you guys, you there, what you're doing means something. We're like, what? She said, yep, 7 years ago, I came here to have an abortion. And I seen you guys praying, and I decided not to have an abortion.
Wow.
Men, people, I get upset, emotional about this. She said, thank you, and drove off. And we all looked at each other like, what we're doing here means something. And so my goal here today is to let you know that what we are doing with this men's conference and with this men's ministry, it means something. I had 5 men come up to me after this and said, I want to do that. How do I sign up? What we are doing means something, men. To have that, I just came out of there like a lion. I was like, gosh, what more can I do? And the interesting thing, and to circle back to Called to Be Saints, is I was sitting there during that 3-hour conference, and I was thinking about Tom Mignery is complaining about a 9-degree day. And think about the saints in heaven. They're sitting there looking at me, St. Stephen, and they're like, we gave our lives, our body and soul for the Catholic Church. and you're sitting here, Mignery, whining about a 9-degree day, get off your tail and do something. That's what I meant about exhortation, Mike. This is about getting, this should be a booster shot to our faith. And my prayer is that other men and women, by the way, what I'm finding out, Mike, is that there's families watch this conference. What a great opportunity that was. You talk about making lemonade out of lemons in this COVID year, and here we are with a virtual conference where families can watch this, men and women together, which we were fine with. What a blessing.
Yeah, I think that's great, Tom. That's great information. We were talking a little bit earlier today about the conference still being available on our YouTube channel and on our website. So, people that didn't attend with a group this past Saturday, or they missed going for some reason, whatever the reason was, they couldn't go this Saturday. It's available and it's free to watch. And, I was checking earlier, we've had 2,700 views of the conference since Saturday. And I think it's so packed full of information. Stefanik's talk, there was no way I could write fast enough to get everything down that Chris was giving us. Devin Schott's talks, oh my gosh, I mean, how much is there to unpack and to carry? And it was just, the entire day was a blessing. I got to watch it with my future son-in-law, right. Here at the house. So,
but to your point, it's also, there's other ministries that are available to men to start living their faith. And one of the biggest things that we want out of Catholic Men's Ministry is for men to bring it back to their parish, to participate in the parish, whether you're a lector, a Eucharistic minister, in adoration, Knights of Columbus, but to get involved in your parish, that's half the battle. And frankly, what we really want to see is men to start a men's ministry if you don't already have one at your parish. And the one thing that I got out of Saturday is I missed my buddies. Physically being with men and sharing our faith journey, our struggles, our successes. I get inspired by other men and some of the things that they're doing. And I think getting together on that Saturday morning or Thursday morning, whenever men are getting together as a parish, that's something I really miss. And it came about on Saturday. I was like, gosh, I told the guys, I miss you guys. I really do. It was just inspiring to be with other men about our faith.
Yeah, I agree. And I've talked to a lot of guys that had gone to parishes that were hosting, and they said, it's been so long since we've been able to gather. And I think we're coming to a time again that we're going to be able to do more and more of that as we, beat this COVID thing and move forward. So I know Catholic Men's Ministry is instrumental in starting men's groups and then information at your parish, wherever 2 or 3 are gathered, guys. It doesn't take, armies and armies of guys, because wherever you 2 or 3 are, that is the ministry. So, and Christ is the center of all of that. So for resources about how to start a men's ministry at your parish, for, help in doing that, reach out to Catholic Men's Ministry through the website, catholicmensministry.com, use the contact form and just say, hey, I don't have anything at my parish, but I've always wanted to start something or be involved in starting something. And someone from Catholic Men's Ministry will reach out to you, and the full force of the ministry will be with you, along with, all of the men of the diocese are with you too. So Tom, thanks so much for spending a little bit of time with me this morning. I encourage guys to go watch the conference again and again and again and again. There's just so much in there to unpack, and the Lord is going to keep giving through those 3 hours. So brother, I bless you, and I thank you for everything that you do. I miss seeing you, and that time's coming soon. So you have a great day. God bless.
God bless everybody.